Hey, what's up, y'all? Silent Alonzo here, man. I wanted to touch base on VVS Finance. There is some outstanding news that I am super excited about, and I'm super excited to share with you guys. It has to do with an airdrop. But before I give you that information, I just wanted to tell you a story that happened today, right? So we were checking out George on Cryptos R Us, and he's doing his Q&A, and somebody mentions VVS Finance, and he's like, man, everybody keeps mentioning this. I promise to look into it, and if it's worthwhile, I'll cover it. Okay, so I was like, man, that's cool. Well, toward the end of the video, somebody else mentioned VVS Finance, and he's like, man, because y'all are shielding it so hard, I bet you it's a project that's not worth anything, and this and that, man. So I was just laughing, man. Y'all was in there doing some promo for real. So hopefully he checks it out, and he sees that it's good, and maybe the next time we see him on there, he'll say that he's actually invested. I don't even know if he reveals what he's invested in, but hopefully he's invested and he's taking advantage of it like we are. Well, I had a question pop up on one of the comments, and they were basically asking, how do you do the mining and the farming? Well, there is a page called Texas Be the Realist Crypto, and they actually log all of their farming, mining, and harvesting, and I believe they do that daily. I mean, I see the videos a couple times a week, but I believe it's daily. So I'm gonna see if I can have them comment under this video, and that way you can watch those and maybe get something out of it if you have some questions. I don't have a Patreon. I don't. So this individual was asking me if I had a Patreon. So at this point, I don't. Maybe in the future I'll consider that. But hey, I'm just doing this out of love, man. So okay. So now let's touch base on this airdrop, the moment that we've all been waiting for, because I felt like they threw us for a loop when that IGO was postponed, and we weren't accumulating a third token, and we had the pairing with VVS and Beefy, which is cool. I mean, by no means am I opposed to any of that. I think everything that's been happening is great. But what we do have now is an airdrop of a token named Tonic by Tectonics to all VVS holders, right? So we're going to be airdropped Tonic token, okay, for everybody that's holding VVS. But there are some rules that apply to this, right? Some requirements. So first off, let's talk about this. It's going to be 500 billion Tonic tokens that are going to be split between everybody that meets the requirements, okay, and based on the ratio of what you hold, or what however many you have, right? But we're going to be splitting 500 billion Tonic token. Sorry, we're going to be splitting 500 billion Tonic tokens. So basically, what you have to do is hold 200,000 VVS on a Kronos public address. Okay, that's one requirement. You could do it that way. The other one is that you stake 200,000 VVS in the glitter mines. And then the third way is that you have 2,816 VVS Crow LP tokens in the crystal farm. So everybody that's familiar with the mining and the farming, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. So basically, either you can hold 200,000 VVS, you can be mining, staking 200K in the glitter mines, or you can have 2,816 VVS Crow LP tokens in the crystal farms. All right, that way you got all the details to that. Well, basically, I mean, that's kind of easy, man. I mean, I don't think it's that much money. I think it might be about $200 or something like that, depending on the price. So as long as you have that, you're meeting the qualifications, and they're going to be airdropping these Tonic tokens to us. So The snapshot for that is going to be on January 18th uh, of this year coming up, right? So January 18th, 2022. And they're going to do the snapshot. So you want to make sure that you're holding that. And, and then they'll know who's holding. And then on February 14th, 2022, you'll be able to redeem them. Okay. So say that again. January 18th, they'll do the snapshot, and then February 14th, we'll be able to redeem them. All right, so they're going to airdrop that to us. You got to hold 200K. What I do want to say is this, all right, because I'm going to tell it to you like it is. Usually, when there's an airdrop coming up to it, all of the I guess the tokens that you're holding, like let's say VVS, right? Usually there is a price increase. It gradually starts going up, all right, as we near the airdrop, okay? So it's better for you to get in sooner if you believe that these prices are lower than what it's going to be in the future when you get closer to the airdrop, all right? Because you don't want to get stuck out paying double, triple. I mean, let's say it 5x's by the time, I mean, it's just speculation. Let's say it 5x's by the time the airdrop comes and you're trying to buy it the day before the airdrop, right? You're going to be paying, a premium for that, man. You don't, if you want to do this, get in as early as possible, utilize the mining, utilize the farming, and you're going to have more, right? Because it's going to be mining throughout this whole time until, what is it, January 18th. So you'll start accumulating more VVS and you'll get a greater percentage, right, of the Tonic tokens that are going to be airdropped to us. So I'm going to put a link in the description to the Medium article. That way you could read this, and if you want to go more in depth to this, I'm just looking at it like, man, we're getting a bonus just for holding something that we were already holding, something we were already staking, and they want to keep throwing more to us. Come on, bring it on, right? VVS is pretty cool, man. I like it, man. VVS Finance is definitely something that's going well for me. All right, so I was going to do a separate video for an update. I will give you an update on my own mines and farming. So basically, what I've been doing is that I farm, right? As that farming gives me a harvest, once it gets to a round number, I go ahead and harvest that, and then I send it to the mines. All right, that way the mines start giving me more, because the percentage is relatively still high. Imagine that it's going to go down, as people get into this. So I'm trying to take advantage of it. So everything that I harvest is going straight into the mines, and everything's going good. So I'm harvesting probably about every 5 days. I almost want to do like a week, but I think I get too excited once I see a certain amount in there, and then I just transfer it over. So keep that in mind. Try to use that strategy. That way your farm is feeding your mine. And I guess with all that said, VVS Finance is definitely something that I enjoy. And if you're thinking about getting it, I mean, from me, just no investment advice, but from me, it gets a thumbs up. It's very, very active. You're getting a lot of return on your mining. Now, the only thing that needs to happen is that the price goes up, right? And with Cryptopia, any of y'all know what Cryptopia is? Nah, not Cryptopia. Crypto.com. Boy, that boy said Cryptopia. Oh, that's a blast from the past right there, ain't it? But with Crypto.com taking over the Staples Center, I mean, that's going to be an influx of people, all right? It's going to be an influx of people. And the main thing that they're going to be pushing is CRO and VVS, is what I imagine. So whether you're holding it, mining it, farming it, I think that the token itself is going to continue to go up. and they're going to continue to build upon it. So if you don't have any VVS finance, get you some.